Hello, teacher. Good morning. Well, I'm going to start with the first question. What have you experienced that was new for you? Well, in this module, I have experienced new things that will help me a lot in the teaching process. For example, the concept and examples about critical thinking was new for me because I have never realized that critical thinking examines assumptions, and these assumptions are based on a culture. Also, critical thinking is thinking that is free, that is wide, it requires to understand things in their context. Critical thinking distinguishes fact from opinion. For the different assumptions and styles of communication, it means that people from one culture have a different opinion from another culture. This is just an opinion, not a fact. It's necessary to understand different points of view to understand or analyze different situations because critical thinkers imagine and explore alternatives. Critical thinking helps us with analysis, problem solving, decisions making, proving a point, and conflict management. Finally, asking better questions is a great way to help students. Question number two. What have you learned? Well, I have learned many important things in this course. The first important topic that I learned was critical thinking that consists of sharing knowledge and ideas. Another thing that I learned was the term cascading because I didn't know about this topic, but I understood when I watched some videos about cascading. And when my classmates shared their ideas about this, I learned that cascading is often used to describe a way of sharing knowledge and experiences among professionals. Also, cascading increases the course impact when explaining something new to students, and they think deeper and harder about the concept. Also, cascading improves your own understanding. It also helps you identify ideas that you need to clarify or things that you need to improve. Also, I learned about encouraging reflecting practice and reflective teaching. In reflecting practice, I learned different techniques such as use your full attention, reflect before responding, recognize the emotional side, request more information, etc. In conclusion, there were important topics in this module that will help me a lot to be an excellent teacher. Question number three. What do you plan to do with the new perspectives from material, teacher, and classmates you have gained through this module? Well, as I said before, in this module, I learned a lot from the material that I studied. Also, the teacher gave us his experience in teaching, and I want to put into practice everything learned in this module for my future classes. At the beginning of this module, I was afraid because there were some terms that I didn't have any idea. But watching the videos and reading the material gave me a better understanding. I have gained through this module new perspectives about teaching, and I know that active listening and active reading. I know that just these techniques are fundamental skills. I learned about 7 tips to practice these techniques, and I will apply them in my teaching classes because I consider that both techniques are important because those techniques will help me to express and organize my ideas because these techniques improve the written and speaking skills. As a teacher, I would like to help my students to be good students in the class and to be respectful. In addition, it's important to be creative and motivate students. Also, feedback is vital for the students because it helps them to understand the mistakes. Question number four, sorry. How will this module impact your teaching practice? Well, this module will impact my teaching practice in a good way because I have learned important things from the activities that I did. Also, my classmates share meaningful information in every class. That is why I think it was an excellent module. I will implement the techniques that I learned in my future teaching classes. I learned about the approaches to learning and teaching, and I will apply these things. What was then is involving collaboration between teacher and learner in the selection of topics to be investigated. Also, creating a rich learning environment is vital in every class because when the teacher is interacting, when the whole class is based on a three-part exchange. A teacher initiation, a student response, and teacher follow-up. In addition, I consider that all the topics that we study in this module will impact my teaching practices because I will organize my ideas. Working in the lesson plan was a good experience for me, but it was difficult to organize my ideas. At the end, I could do it because I took in consideration all the pieces of advice that my classmates mentioned in every session. A lesson plan, well, I consider that a lesson plan is very important in every class because teacher may organize the activities for the students. Thank you very much and have a nice day.